Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Artemis moved to Greece.
I've been living for 7 years between Amsterdam and Athens before finally settling down in Greece.
I've been through many different situations, ups and downs, so I don't talk about Greece from theory, but from real life experience. On this channel, I share practical answers about moving to Greece, renting or buying property, importing your own car, medical insurance, how the Greek healthcare system works, internet and mobile costs, and many other things you only learn after living here. If you want to get answers to all your questions, join me on my journey. Subscribe. I'll take you on a walk through some graffiti-filled areas of Athens. Athens is a city full of graffiti. Let's take a look together. But first, let's travel a little bit back in time. It's the end of May, and so-called cold wave has arrived in Athens. Temperatures dropped to 25 degrees, but just a week later it's gonna be 34 degrees. By the way, I have some other channels, and in my native language I'm having a lot of videos about Greece and Athens. So these days I'm just translating all the videos into English language, and to be honest I'm still working on my accent. I'd also like to remind you that Athens, in my opinion, is a city that is densely covered with graffiti, and unfortunately, very often this graffiti is not art. In fact, I would say that in many cases this is simply vandalism, which sadly does not make the streets of Athens more beautiful. I've never seen this level of visual ugliness in Marseille, Naples, or other cities that many people like to label as sovereign cities, which distinguish very much from Western European cities. Once I spent some time in Naples, and I guess this city has own problems, but I've never seen such a massive concentration of ugly, chaotic graffiti that looks more like vandalism than just a street art. Nowhere else in Europe have I seen this kind of density of these ugly drawings. In Athens, it honestly goes beyond all reasonable limits. Unfortunately, this is the reality here, and no one really seems to be fighting it. Maybe the city simply does not have enough funds to clean everything up, and even when walls are restored, they're quickly painted over again. Of course, you do sometimes come across beautiful murals, graffiti that can genuinely be considered as art. But sadly, in my opinion, most of what you see is just kind of trash. Just to put my own disclaimer, sorry, but that's how it feels to me. I don't know what you think about that, write in your comments. Because of course Athens has many more very beautiful sides of the city, and this massive amount of graffiti just disturbs visually the unique beauty of Athens. This graffiti looks more like an art. But was it placed according to some plans? Of course not. Still, this is a reality of modern Athens. I have not discovered any place in Athens yet which is free from graffiti. And I really want to stress this out. I do love Athens and I do love Greece despite all the downfalls this city and country might have. I built up my own experience and I know both its strengths and weaknesses, and that does not stop me from sharing my honest opinion in this video. For example, this is ICA building, the social insurance building in Neos Kosmos. It's quite a good area of Athens, and I personally like it too. This area is still considered to be one of the good areas. It's not very posh and it's not very poor. It has convenient transportation links both to the center and to the seaside, and still you see an abandoned public toilet full of graffiti. Anything can become a target for graffiti. Walls, utility boxes, banners, curbs, concrete structures, pedestrian bridges, literally any surface which can be painted will be painted. including overground passages for pedestrians. Unfortunately, they are also covered with graffiti. As I already have said, this video is not criticism, but simply a statement of fact, what I personally saw with my own eyes in Athens last year. I am very happy that you watched this video till the end. If you like what you saw, please put a like, write your own comment on the topic of graffiti in Athens, and subscribe to my channel Artemis Moved to Greece if you have not subscribed yet. Since this year 2026 just has started, I have a lot of topics that I'm going to cover in the next videos to share my own experience about living in Greece, about settling down in Athens. So I'm very happy to see you. Don't forget to put a like, write your comment, and of course to subscribe to my channel Artemis Moved to Greece.
I'm currently learning Greek language and it's quite difficult.